You are stronger than your excuses because strength is not a burst of adrenaline, but a practice of perception, of seeing reality as it is, then choosing who you will be in relation to it. Every moment offers that choice. Before skill, before strategy, before support from others, there is the fundamental act of authorship. You decide where your attention goes, what story you tell about what happens, and which action you take next. Power starts with ownership, and ownership begins where blame ends. When you stop negotiating with your limitations and start negotiating with your potential, the terms of your life change. The world does not bend to preference. It responds to pressure applied consistently in a clear direction. So you begin by telling the truth about your habits, about your fears, about the costs of staying the same. You will find that clarity is not comfortable, but comfort has never been a reliable teacher. Clarity points to a gap between where you are and where you intend to be. That gap is not a wall, it is a map. The mind calls it a problem. The disciplined call it a plan. The plan is simple, but not easy. Define what matters. Measure what is real. Accept trade-offs. Commit to a first step, then take it without asking your mood for permission. Mood is a weather pattern. Mission is climate. If you rely on mood, you will drift. If you anchor to mission, you will steer. And when resistance appears, as fatigue, as doubt, as distraction, you will not take it personally. Resistance is not a verdict. It is a signal that you are near the edge where growth takes place. On that edge, you practice, not perform. You iterate, not improvise your identity. You keep promises to yourself in small units of action because self-respect is the interest paid on the principle of self-trust. Where others see luck, you will see the compounding of decisions made when no one was watching. Where others see talent, you will see timing, training, and tolerance for boredom. The powerful do not chase intensity, they cultivate consistency. The powerful do not deny fear. They outgrow it by moving toward what they value, one deliberate rep at a time. This is not mysticism, it is mechanics. Inputs produce outputs. What you repeat, you become. So choose what to repeat. Choose the thoughts you rehearse, the rooms you enter, the standards you normalize, the work you are willing to do when progress is invisible. Choose the questions you ask yourself at the end of the day. Did I move the mission forward? Did I do the hard thing first? Did I act in alignment with the person I'm building? If not, adjust. There is no shame in correction. There is only power in iteration. The difference between the people you admire and the person you are today is not destiny. It is a collection of decisions. Under pressure across time, make those decisions. Apply that pressure. Give time something to multiply. Every challenge in front of you is a doorway because obstacles carry information. They reveal the skill you lack, the assumption you must revise, the boundary you must expand. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? That reframing converts pain into data and data into design. You can engineer your progress by building systems that make the right action easier than the wrong action. Design beats discipline when willpower is low, and design amplifies discipline when willpower is high. Start with environment, put friction in front of your vices. Remove friction from your virtues. If you want to read more, place the book where your phone used to be. If you want to train, schedule the session before the day starts arguing back. If you want to think clearly, guard the first and last hour of your day like a scarce resource, because it is. Then move to process. Define the smallest controllable unit that advances the mission and rate success by execution, not outcome. Outcomes lag, behavior is current. If you can turn your goal into a daily ritual, you can turn your ritual into identity. And identity sustains effort when excitement fades. The science is straightforward. Repetitions carve neural pathways. Exposure reduces threat. Feedback shapes technique. The art is in staying with the work long enough for the wiring to adapt. That is why patience is not passive. It is active endurance. Each imperfect rep is a vote for the person you are becoming. Collect votes. Cast more today than yesterday. When you encounter confusion, write. When you encounter fear, breathe. When you encounter chaos, simplify. Ask, what is the next non-dramatic step I can take that moves this forward? Then take it. This is how doorways open. Not with grand gestures, but with accurate steps taken consistently in the correct direction. Measure your steps. Track inputs you control, sessions completed, pages written, Calls made, meals prepared, distractions resisted. Reward the behavior, not the metric. Metrics guide, they do not define you. When you stumble, zoom the lens out. A single data point is noise. A series reveals a trend. Favor trend line over headline. Remember that mastery hides in repetition, that boredom is an invitation to refine technique, that the feeling of stuck often means you are at the limit where adaptation is about to occur. Stay there. Breathe there. Work there. The doorway opens for those who keep walking.